The Duke and Duchess quarreled over Endgame. Harry would like to speak out and denounce Omid Scobie's new book, but Meghan forbade him to do so, because the author of Endgame in return can tell about her secrets. And she's adamant that she doesn't want them to become public. Blackmail? A couple weeks before Endgame was published, it seemed to many that the tension between the royal family and the Sussexes was beginning to ease. In any case, Harry and Meghan expressed their desire to make peace with the royal family, and even through an insider made it clear that if they were invited to celebrate Christmas at Sandringham with the royal family, they would gladly accept the invitation. But even if such a rapprochement was possible, which is initially doubtful, all plans for reconciliation are now ruined by Omid Scobie's new book, because he, as it is now claimed, by mistake and Omid not at all guilty, voiced in the Dutch version of Endgame the names of two royal racists, who turned out to be King Charles III and Catherine, Princess of Wales. Incidentally, details have now begun to emerge of how the Dutch translator came to have a version of the book where these names are mentioned. The link is at the end of this text. After the royal racists scandal gained a second wind, the Sussexes began to be demanded to distance themselves from Omid's book. Otherwise, royal experts and the public claimed, their silence would be evidence that they supported everything Omid Scobie said in his new book. And in the worst-case scenario, indicates that Harry and Meghan had a hand in Endgame and became a source of information for Scobie. Especially since earlier the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were officially, in the High Court of London, accused of collaborating with Omid Scobie and Caroline Durand in the preparation of the book Harry and Meghan. Finding Freedom and Meghan was forced to confirm this under oath. Now there are claims that Endgame has put Prince Harry between a hammer and an anvil. The tragedy is that Endgame seems to have wiped out any ghostly chances of a royal reconciliation, says Daily Mail royal columnist Richard Kay. The book claims that Meghan does not want to return to the UK to see her royal family under any circumstances, and the New Idea publication's source claims that Endgame has caused a maelstrom of controversy pitting the Sussexes against each other. Harry has always avoided interacting with writers and journalists throughout his life, says the source. It wasn't until Meghan came into his life that he was persuaded to collaborate with Omid on the Finding Freedom project. It seems Harry now realizes that you can't put toothpaste back in the tube. That said, an insider close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex suggests that Harry would prefer they distance themselves from Omid's book, but Meghan is adamantly against it, says the source. Harry suspects the real reason is that Omid knows all of Meghan's secrets, including things that he himself, Harry, is unaware of. The source adds, Harry feels betrayed because so many details are coming out, and even Harry knows that some of them could only have come from him, and as he now realizes, Meghan leaked what he told her, counting on her to keep quiet. He's furious now and doesn't know where to turn or who to trust. He's completely isolated and his only friends are Meghan's friends. Another source adds, given Harry's recent timid moves to reunite with his family, he couldn't help but anticipate the repercussions of this book, given how hard it has hit his family. There's no denying that it has made his life difficult again. It seems that the media games of the last few years between the Sussexes and the Windsors are starting to weigh heavily on Harry's mind. It's getting to him that this book and everything else will be on the internet for posterity, for his children to read when they're older. Thoughts like that are plaguing him. Summarized the insider. What do you think about this? Leave a comment and like the video.